Welcome to Season 5 of the realistic road to glory. After bettering ourselves in the last season, we're looking to this year not only better ourselves again, but hopefully quite considerably improve on what we've shown so far in our 2 seasons at championship level. The aim here this season is to go for top half as a minimum and playoffs at a push. We have money to spend. We are looking to spend it both in the transfer budget and in the wage budget, and we are aiming high to begin this season. Whether we can reach those heights remains to be seen, but we have confidence in the players we've shortlisted that they are the right ones to lead us forward as a club towards the opportunity of getting to the Premier League. At present, it's just an opportunity, potentially, but we certainly performed much better Season 1 than we anticipated. So, can we perform much better Season 5 than we anticipated? We shall wait and see. Saying thank you to SkipTheDuber, K2 and SG Gaming for your continued support in the comment section. Thank you very much indeed for that. If you missed yesterday's season finale with the goal of the season vote and player rewards, do check that out. They'll be obviously on the channel page for you. So, transfer budget. We started with 19.308 million, which is 50% of our overall club balance of 37.6. I have moved 5.308 of that, so we now have 14 million on the dot, into the wage budget because we needed to. We're having to spread our financial situation as broadly as we possibly can. We have areas to buy in. We want a goalkeeper. We want potentially a right back. We want potentially a centre-back. We want a centre-mid. We want a winger. We want maybe a striker as well. There is a lot to be done in this window with ins. There is more to be done in this window with outs as well. With regards on our transfer list, we're looking to sell Hayden. We're looking to sell Dreger, Richards, Balagizi and Bourne, and looking to loan out the 2 youngsters that came up via the youth intake at the end of last season. The starting lineup does not look as strong as it ended last year with those that left, but we have significant interests in improving the team as it stands. So let's show you the players that are on the shortlist. As ever, please do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save. I'd very much appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more content. Of course, if there's some curveballs that come with bids for our players today, then even these plans that are pretty set in stone may change. With regards to goalkeeping options, there is available Patrick Pence, who's 75 rated, but is probably not realistic. We can afford the rating because 75 rated is our limit at the moment, but Max O'Leary, released by Bristol City, is the more realistic option. Pence is very good, but I don't feel we're in a position where we can realistically justify a signing like that yet. Max O'Leary is going to be the goalkeeper I go for. We'll get that done as soon as possible. A number of these deals are going to look to get done in the run-up to the first game of the season. At right back, Valgeir Lundahl is in his last season of his contract at Kilmarnock. He's too important for Kilmarnock to want to sell him, so we're going to wait for his contract to expire and see what position we're in next year, and maybe as a squad player, right back, left back, but 6'3" and 74 jumping and good in the air. He could play anywhere in the back line. Would be a fantastic squad defender for us. We're going to look to loan in Kobe Corbani. No idea if I'm pronouncing that right. From Leeds. 74 rated. Their 3rd choice right back. Looking to improve on Lasse Sørensen, who is 73 rated and peaked. We will look to loan to buy, probably, Kobe Corbani. And obviously, if we have the transfer budget available at the end of the season, then we would look to do that permanently. If not, then he can just go back to Leeds. That's the go-to right-back option. There is also Baldovino Semino, who can play right-back, right-mid, and centre-back. Although he's only 6 foot, which is not small by any stretch. But certainly he could be an option if we're not able to get Corbani in. With regards further forward up the pitch, this guy really intrigues me. Ellis Yates. He's a regen. We haven't signed any regens from outside of our own youth setup yet, but he's a CDM centre mid, 22 years of age, very high wages. I'm keeping an eye on him at the moment. We don't play with a CDM right now. Kirk Henderson would be our go-to for a CDM position because he's similarly rated. But I'm keeping him on my radar. As we move into the centre midfield position, there are some obvious options. Max Bird is one. It's 26 years of age and 73 rated. Pretty broadly similar to Jensen, really, across the board, but better in some areas. Better stand tackling, better short passing. There's also Kian Brecken, who's slightly younger, but slightly worse, so to speak. That said, his short passing is actually better, but all told, he's not as well-rounded. Makengo, however, is more experienced and also better in every area. Now, he would start ahead of Ben Osborne because, shock to the system, Ben Osborne at just 32, 33 years of age is retiring at the end of the season. He's decided he's had enough. So he needs replacing. And Makengo is hopefully going to be that man. When it comes to the left side of our front three, Kusini Yengi's good, but there is room for better. We've had Sarmiento on the shortlist for a while, but my preference is for Lenny Lobato of Queen's Park Rangers. The game is telling me they won't sell him because he's too important to the club, but that's only because they're only registering one left mid, when they do have a left winger as well. They've two options in that area, so we would use the editor to bring Lobato in. He's in his last year of his contract, so if we were able to bid for him in game, we could probably get him for under market value, but he's, as it says, important to the club and would take one of their two left-sided options. Elias Chair is their other left-sided option who's better than Lobato. So I think if I was to use the editor to bring him in, I'd go for market value. You'd say more because he's decent, less because he's got running out of contract. So slap bang in the middle, £6 million is what I would bring Lenny Lobato in for, and he would be our starting left mid. Kusini Yengi would drop to a squad player only. If Lobato is not decided upon coming in because we believe that we've run out of finances basically and I can't afford the fee, we will look to sign, as we scroll further down, Emmanuel Dennis. However, Dennis would be the sort of player that we would look to, or we would need to, give a rather sizable financial incentive to join. He was in the Championship with Watford, moved to the Premier League with Nottingham Forest, didn't really impress, and got loaned back to Watford in the Championship in real life. So I'd say he's an upper level Championship player, and that's where our ambitions lie right now, even though we haven't yet reached that level in the table. So Dennis would be gonna throw money at him to get him in to improve the squad option. With regards to striking options, there's Asia Villalibre, who could come in as a backup or maybe even start ahead of Cleary. Probably not start ahead of Cleary, but backup certainly. Or if Cleary gets a bid from a side that we can't turn down, I have Villalibre available. I have Tapsoba available as well. Both look decent, mate, on a free as well. Very, very keen on the two of them. So we have plenty of options. We're also definitely going to try and bring in Sammy Schmodix in the cam role as well. Very, very strong for Championship level. If we can't get him in, we'll look to loan Jamie Donnelly from Aston Villa. Connor Chaplin was the preferred option. Ipswich finished 21st in the league last year and narrowly avoided relegation. However, they won't sell him unless we pay the release clause, and I'm not paying $9.5 million for Connor Chaplin, and he is their only option in that role. So Schmodix is the go-to. So we'll get the freeze done first, then we'll know how much wage budget we've got left, how much we need to tweak from the transfer budget to the wage budget to be able to afford everybody else, and then we'll know how much we can afford to pay financially in actual purchased transfer deals rather than just free agent signings. So I'm going to go and dive head, feet, toes, ears and arms first into the transfer window. get the free agents done that we definitely want first, and then we'll show you the situation once that's happened. Some of the transfer business is done. You'll notice in the starting lineup, Lenny Lobato, left-sided midfielder, actually gets a bigger boost at left wing than he does left mid. Sammy Szmodics is in at cam, Makengo's in at centre mid, and O'Leary is in goal. So that means that Watts has dropped to the bench as Henderson is back from his loan spell at Southampton and has been changed to a centre-back, retains or regains his captain's armband. Makengo is into the starting lineup for at the end of the season retiring Osborne. Yengi is out of the 11 for Lobato, and obviously Szmodics is in for Richards, who we are looking to sell anyway. We tried to loan in the right back from Leeds, and they were I didn't even want that, what the spreadsheet, and they asked for something. I tried to undersell. Then they asked for more than they previously did the first time. So I offered them what they asked for the first time. And they told me, what are you doing? How dare you buy? So that was weird. So we're waiting on that front. We do have a couple of players to sell, as you've seen. As things stand, we have 7 million available in the transfer budget and £10,500 available in the wage budget. But obviously that is due to change with outgoings expected from our current crop and potential free or permanent transfers incoming as well. We're probably going to need to sell those that we want to sell to give us a bit of a better financial picture before we decide what we're going to do moving forward from here. But that, as it stands right now, I believe is a squad with the right level of performances, with a little bit of growth throughout the course of the season, that could well challenge for a playoff spot. I believe. Now this is something that we feared. Had a bid from Gaziantep for Balagizi, which we won't accept because it's not a realistic offer, as in realistic destination. Now, Sheffield United, they were Premier League last year. I think they might still be Premier League this year as well. I think... Oh no, they're in the Championship. They are in the Championship, having been relegated from the Premier League this year, but... Premier League last year. But let's be honest. That's something I can't really turn down, is it? Isn't it? Fontan was sensational last year. They've bid just above valuation. I will look for probably 6+ if I can get it, but it is a realistic thing that I should accept this, or at least negotiate it as best I can. For a recently relegated Premier League side, this is just something that needs to be done, isn't it, really? If we're going along the realism line. Will you pay 6? They will pay 6. Chris Wilder is throwing pennies at me, and Jose Fontan looks like he might be on his way out. And that is the curveball that I mentioned on at the very beginning of the intro, because we've not lasted barely a week, and already we've had bids come in. He's not even played a professional game yet, and it's probably not a realistic bid. So we are looking like we're going to lose our starting centre-back. Our signing of the season last year is maybe going to be someone else's signing of the season this year. Jose Fontan says adios. He's gone. We have found a replacement from relegated Derby, who are now League One. Aaron Cashin would be pretty good, I think. 75 rated currently. Only 5'11", but with 89 jumping and 87 strength. I don't see that being a problem, do you? Decent in the tackle. Heading accuracy of 78 as well. Is going to be a threat from set pieces. Long pass, block, bruiser and aerial as his play styles. Could be available for about the same price, for slightly less wage-wise. I think this is probably going to be a doer. I might even try and offer Isaac Hayden as part of this and see if we can save a bit of money too. So I'll offer like 3.8 plus Isaac Hayden. Hayden, who they're not interested in. They would want 6.6 for Cashin. They'll accept 5.6. I think we've got a deal. They will accept 5.6. I think we have a deal. fuck. Right. Okay. So, Drager might be on his way to somewhere. Independiente are Argentinian. I think we've already turned down one Argentinian side. Genk have bid for Kirk Henderson. Kirk is the homegrown guy. I'm going to reject that one. He's our homegrown captain. I'm going to tear Genk down. I feel like we can realistically do that. Porto, however, we lost someone to Sporting recently, and I fear we might well be losing someone to Porto as well. We have striking options available, though. Cleary, I mean... It's Champions League. I can't... It's a realistic thing to do. It's the realistic thing to do. I cannot deny Porto from Reyes Cleary. Kirk goes nowhere, but Cleary looks like he might well be off. And they'll pay 8.5 for him. Almost twice valuation. He is earned that. So, fair enough, Reyes. GG, sir. Congratulations. We may offer... I'm going to offer Kirk a pay rise. We will offer Kirk Henderson a new contract. He's happy with his current one. But we will offer him a new one, an inflated one, as a result of rejecting that deal. But Reyes clearly looks like he's on his way out. It's happened. He left us twice before on loan. He came back, not the finished article, but a well-written one nonetheless. And he's earned his move. He leaves us for, nearest makes no difference, twice valuation, and goes to Champions League playing Porto. 8.5 million in the bank. We have strikers on our shortlist already that we had available as potential options. And I think one of them might be getting signed. So our striking options are, at present, I mean, I could get Emmanuel Dennis in, but his finishing is only 73. Then there's 29-year-old Villa Libre signed for Legia Warsaw. Legia Warszawa. So Villa Libre is now no longer an option. Hello, Abdul Faisal Tapsoba. 5'10", but pace and 78 finishing and good ball control and dribbling too. Short passing 73 as well. Mr. Tapsoba, would you like to join us? Same rating as Cleary was before he left. Abdul Faisal Tapsoba used to play for Standard Liège in Belgium, but he's been going out on loan to Ligue 2 Amiens last season in real life, and quite frankly didn't do that well. Was on loan at Sheriff previous to that. Tapsoba's our man. I'll have a quick check to see if there's anyone else available, but I'm pretty sure Tapsoba's going to be the one. We've had a look through. We might have found some alternatives. There is obviously Tapsoba, who has the rapid play style. There's Charlie McNeil, released by Manchester United. Chip shot and Travella play styles. Shot power of 81, short passing of 75. His finishing is only 71, but obviously he's the youngest of the three you see there, but probably the less accomplished of the three that we've got there. Then there's Fode Fofana with a 5-star weak foot, I've just noticed as well. No play styles, but 73 short passing, 75 finishing, 76 ball control, 76 long shots. He's got some pace, he's got some strength, he's 6'2". Was on loan at Vitesse last year in real life. He's in PSV's youth system, but it's never really featured for the first team and has been released in this save. He's kind of Cleary-ish. 79 volleys, half decent free kick accuracy as well. I think I want Fode Fofana, 24. Hello, sir. Important? Absolutely. A 3-year deal, please, if you don't mind. Would you be willing to? Thank you very much indeed. And Well, Cleary was on 9-9. So I'll offer him 11, which is only slightly more than what we were playing Cleary. And we have replaced Cleary, at least in body, maybe not in performances and goals yet. We'll find out in due course. But Cleary has been replaced. And Fode Fofana joins us. That's an exciting one. Oh, and now they'll take a much lower transfer fee, but with a sell-on clause. Absolutely, lads. 100%. Done. Deal. Signed. Get him in. Right, that's an absolute no-brainer. Well, we've fallen on our feet there. By not agreeing a deal last time, we've got a better deal this time. Thanks, Leeds. You might need to sack your director of football. I'm not sure he's very good. With regards to the winger option at the moment, we've got some options available. I didn't realise Alejo was retiring this season. That's thrown a curveball because he was good last year. But if he's on his way out, I don't want to just play him for the sake of playing him. Dodds isn't good enough yet. As much as we love Dylan Dodds, he's not good enough yet. And I'm not going to just shoehorn him into the side when we've got ambitions of being a championship promotion challenger. So we could go for someone like Emmanuel Dennis, who would be solid, but his short passing's not great. He's more of a goal scorer than a creative player. But there was from where are you? Samiento, I think I'm just not going to go for. I feel like it's probably just too far out the realms of possibility at the moment. Arnor Sigurdsson at Blackburn currently, 28 years of age, 79 finishing, 75 ball control. His passing's decent. His crossing could be improved as well as his passing. He's got some pace and agility. And play styles of whipped pass, rapid and flair. Change him to a right mid. He's right-footed, high-low work rates. Hello, Sigurdsson. Less than a year left on his contract as well. His wages are very high, but I do feel like he might come down a bit considerably with his wage demands. We'll offer them 4.2, Blackburn. They want Jensen Weir. Now that's an intriguing one because we do have other options at centre mid. I'm open to that because of the guy that's at Torino. So when Osborne retires at the end of the season, this would be Weir out, and then the Scot that's at Torino can come in next year. I'm actually really, really, really down with that. Right, I'm probably going to have to match higher Sterner here for Sigurdsson, which is fine by me, which is 17,500 at the minute. Offer him a 2-year deal. We can always extend later. Hopefully they give me an idea of what he wants wage-wise. I'll offer him 20. He would be a marquee signing, and he would be willing to accept 20. Would he take 21 with that signing bonus? He will. Arne Sigurdsson is in. We have a new right-sided player. And we could loan Dodds for a year to help him improve as well, whilst we wait for Alejo to retire. Oh, it's coming together. Kobe Corbani is in on a 12-month loan with a future fee that is very much within our grasp and realms of possibility now as well. Paying 45% of his wages from Leeds, just 22 years of age. £12,825 a week, I think it was, that we were paying him. He will start over Sørensen in the right-back spot because it's the obvious thing to do. We're now looking to loan Dodds whilst Alejo plays out his final year of his career here at the club. I have had some bids for Richards and Balagizi and Drager, but they've all been super unrealistic bids, so I haven't, as of yet, accepted anything. We have a game against Leicester City on the horizon, waiting to start the championship season in just a few days' time. We'll give Corbani a player face with the editor as well. This is going remarkably well so far. We have another incoming. And a third option at striker. We had Isaac Dyer back on loan after we sold him to Tottenham last year. We've just loaned in Dan Aduajay from Bournemouth for 12 months, paying 45% of his wages. And he will come in, and we're paying about 11,250, I think was just confirmed to me by chat. He's not amazing, but I don't need someone that's third string to be amazing. We just need the extra body, really. We're not planning on utilising him that much at all, but he's good enough to do a job if we need him to. Our first question in the first press conference of the year: can you be in the promotion shake-up? Even the journalists in-game think we are part of it. That's our aim. We have made some significant signings in this window. It's absolutely been the most positive window in terms of genuine just improving the team that we've had so far. We've made some record signings, we've made some record sales, handing out quite a bit in wages. This Leicester side are going to be pretty damn good, unfortunately. It's quite the test to begin the season. Samuele Ricci in their midfield is quite remarkable. Zambo Anguissa and Harry Winks. Devin Wrench at right back as well. Danny Everson, recently in the Football Manager, saved 3 penalties against me. So, in a penalty shootout, I might add. So, hopefully he doesn't do that in this game. But let's see. O'Leary, Kobani, Cashin, Makengo, and the entire front 4. It's only Firpo and Henderson and Linetti that are the same from last year. We've got 8 new signings in the starting 11. We've taken a step forward, gentlemen. Let's go to the King Power. Ritchie. And Wrench. Into Murphy. It's a good run. It's a really good run. Trying to slow them up here. Devin Wrench. Cannon. O'Leary saves. His first call to action. His first stop as our new number 1. Back. Getting away from Kobani here. We can't quite get to it. Cannon. Hwang Hee-chan. Good save by Max O'Leary. Wants to keep a clean sheet on debut, and hopefully he will do, although it will not be easy. In theory, he shouldn't really face too many sterner tests than this one. He's back. It's a nice sharp turn inside. And it's a good ball into Cannon, who's got the option short, but Ritchie can't find the target. Back into Hwang Hee-chan. And here's Winks. It has been Leicester dominance so far. Makengo sticks in a nice firm foot though, and Lobato has Junior Firpo on the overlap. And Fofana looks like he wants to make a run here. It's played in well. And around the corner here, Linetti just needs to find Sammy Schmodix, who can't find the back of the net. I maybe could have taken a touch and played the ball around the corner again. Think Sigurdsson was arriving. He was indeed, but I don't yet know Sammy Schmodix's first touch well enough yet to trust that he'd be able to have the quality of touch needed in that situation to get the pass and to, well, crucially the turn first and then the pass. I do trust his finishing ability. I know that he can put the ball in the back of the net, and he came very close to doing so there. A decent quality first time finish. Yes, wide, but still significantly better than what we've seen from some previous players in similar situations. We're going to be 0-0 at half-time here, by the looks of things, with Leicester City, which, with them having recently come down from the Premier League, is certainly a decent result so far. Into Kobani. Rather eager to get forward, but not bad at doing so. Through that gap there is Sammy Schmodix, who's positioned himself very well. And that's an excellent pass as well. This is good football from Cambridge United. Lobato has Sigurdsson at the back post. It's Sigurdsson. He looks for... Oh, what a debut goal that would have been if it found its way into the back of the net from the Icelandic man. Oh, and they've given it away. Oh, the defender's in the way. Leicester at 6s and 7s at the back. But we can't put a 1 on the scoreline. But maybe there might yet still be another chance. Sammy Schmodix making a great run, but I can't find the ball. Sigurdsson. Schmodix. Sigurdsson's going again. Has to hold it up though. Didn't quite get the angle I was looking for. Schmodix in behind. Sigurdsson looking for Fofana. I've not had a shooting opportunity with him yet. We're not going to use one now because Linetti goes for goal. And it's cleared away. Leicester are hanging on at the back at this stage of the second half. An hour played. Options on the bench if we need them. Familiar options on the bench as well, should we say. Because the bench is basically filled with last year's starting lineup. Jose Fontan would have stayed in the starting 11 had Sheffield United not come in for him. But come in for him they did. Sell him we Should have, and we did. But replace him well, we have, I feel. Yengi on for Lobato on the left-hand side as well. We know that Kusini Yengi's got goals in him. Bit more of a physical approach on that left-hand side. Lobato, the smaller, slighter man. Schmodix and Fofana. He's in behind Ethan Amadou, who's come off the bench here. It's a narrow angle for Fofana, and Everson makes the save. Come close on a couple of occasions to a debut goal for a couple of players. Cash in! Consider Jose Fontan adequately replaced in exactly the same fashion. The new left-footed left centre-back scores a header from a corner on debut. Cambridge 1, Leicester 0. Wang Hee-chan. This is good. Samuel Ritchie's been very adventurous getting forward. Leicester trying to walk it into the box, though, it seems. It's like an old-school Arsene Wenger side at the moment. But they have scored. Just positioned well enough with that little dink into the box. O'Leary tried his best with his feet to keep it out, but Hwang Hee-chan equalises for Leicester City. Didn't see that from... Oh, it's just such a perfect ball in. Didn't see that from Wenger's Arsenal, did you? Buried into the back of the net. Now, 1-0 lead has gone after just 5 minutes. It's a great ball. Here's Murphy. And Samuel Ritchie. And I can't get people near enough to him quickly enough to stop that. Samuel Ritchie with a thunderbolt of a goal. Pretty good, that, wasn't it? Pretty good. People backing off, and then Osborne was closing him down, but couldn't get there early enough to stop. The effort that with just sheer shot power fired its way past Max O'Leary. Unlucky with the first. Unlucky with the second, really, the goalkeeper. Not much he could do about either. Unfortunately, our 1-0 lead has just disintegrated in the space of 10 minutes. Oh, I thought I'd got the tackle in there with Lanetti. I thought I got the tackle in there with Osborne too. Missed it on both occasions. Murphy inside. Ritchie. So Willow Ritchie's run the midfield in this game. He had a couple of chances in the first half where he didn't quite find his shooting boots. Couldn't find the angle. He certainly found it earlier, didn't he? In the second half. That was a stunning goal. Look inside to then come outside. And Osborne will get forward here. And Sigurdsson hopefully will make me a decent run. He has done. Can he find Fofana? Going to go to Osborne first, then switch onto the left and look for Schmodix through the gap, who with excellent footwork has found his way into the box and finds Ben Osborne. Just can't quite find the space for the shot at the minute. Is Osborne. Schmodix. Little back heel and then into the box again. Where's the spare 5 yards? I need to get the shot away. There was 2 yards for a shot. It just wasn't very good when it came, unfortunately. We are going to lose on Championship opening day to one of the title contenders, that's for sure. But we've certainly put in a very good performance and can count ourselves unlucky to have lost in the manner in which we did. Or will we lose? Kusini Yengi needs the turn, doesn't have it, finds the pass, still maybe. No, I just didn't have the quality in the final few seconds I needed. Maybe I should have trusted Kusini to cross it rather than look for a short ball, I don't know. Leicester City 2, Cambridge United 1. It was very nearly a fantastic way to start our promotion campaign. Unfortunately, we end the day on the back foot, but I don't think there's really too much shame in losing to Leicester City in such a fashion. Let's be realistic. There's still a long way to go, and it was certainly a positive start in terms of performance, and hopefully, thanks very much, in future games, teams that we play won't have quite so much quality in their front lines. It's not very often we're going to play an 83 rated central midfielder that has a worldie of a finish like that in the Championship this year, is it really, if we're completely honest? A bid from Las Palmas to loan Dylan Dodds. I mean, playing abroad is absolutely doable, but we'll wait and see if we get something a little bit more realistic if we can. Scouting reports are for me and not for you at this stage, because we do the roundup. We do the youth intake at the end of the season now. So that's probably going to do us for this opening episode. There's been a lot of transfer action, but everyone in the team should be certainly fit enough to do the job. And everyone on the bench should be sharp enough to make an impact for the next game against Watford, which will come to you in the next episode. I'm going to make sure my spreadsheets are up to date. And hopefully in the next episode, I'm sure we will get, even despite the first little hump in the road, a very decent start to the Championship season. Join me tomorrow for the next chapter. I'll see you then.